Hello and welcome back to Sakura Swim Club. Yes, as I say, this situation, who gives a damn what other people think? Seriously, it's a a friend of mine is going through some stuff right now where he is not entirely sure if he is a he or not. He is strongly considering actually going for the surgical options and the medical options and things like that to actually become a woman, and he's worried what a lot of people will think about it. And my honest comment to him was, look, either they'll support you or they're arseholes and their opinions don't matter. Those really are the only two options. So yeah, this situation to me is basically the same. If it makes the three of you happy, who gives a rat's ass what other people think? Actually, we don't have a reputation anyway. Not a good one, at least. Hiromi seems to be thinking it over to herself. But if we were both to date you, I mean, we'd have to share. Yeah, that would be odd. Weird. How so? You're already doing that, aren't you? We already spent plenty of one-on-one time together. One-on-one? Are you saying that you've done things with Hiromi? Okay, done things like what? No, this is all too much for me. I can't handle it anymore. But Hiromi is the one looking more shocked about Miku's reaction. She actually loses her cool. No, I swear we haven't done anything like that. Believe me, Miku, we haven't. Keita, answer me with honesty. Did you do that? No, I did not. She looks relieved now. Well, I guess this will be okay. I don't think I've given him up to you just yet, Hiromi. I'm more than happy to compete with you, Miku. But it's not a... They're just not listening to me. They don't care. They're going to turn this into a contest either way. I'm going to take good care of him. I'll take even better care of him then. Much better than you could do. I doubt it. He's going to love all the food I'm going to cook for him. Then I'll get good at cooking better than you. Oh well, they're always going to be like this. Competition drives self-improvement. So I guess this will be fine. But anyway, I don't want to see you two fight like that again. Okay? I can completely agree. I'm sorry about that, Miku. I'm sorry too, Hiromi. I shouldn't have said what I did. I shouldn't have either. They both hug each other then. Obviously, they aren't just going to make up like that, but this, at least, is a step in the right direction. It's just, you've always been more attractive of us two. This is the first time I've fallen in love with a boy, so I didn't want... I couldn't hold back my feelings. I felt the same way. It's just, you had the courage to say what was on your mind. But anyway, no more fighting. I think we can both agree to that. Same, no more fighting. But that doesn't mean we can't compete. Don't think I'll lose to you, Hiromi. And Hiromi laughs in relief. I'm glad that you were here, Keita. I would have lost my best friend if you didn't settle things between us. Yep, I'm really glad that he was here too. Don't worry about it. We'll work this out together. Sounds good to me. Me too. But you know what it's like training with us. Do you really think that you can handle dating both of us at the same time? We'll see how it goes. Both of them lean forward, give me a kiss on either cheek. I feel my face burn in response, which makes them both smile. I think it'll work out fine. I hope it does. We love you, Keita. From the bottom of our hearts. I might as well say it too. After all, it wouldn't be fair if only their true feelings were shown. I love you both too. Both of their faces turn red as I say that. You actually said it? Unable to handle it, they both quickly grab their things and retreat to the changing room. Don't follow us in here. We're having a private moment. It'd be best to leave them to it. The days seem to spill into each other. School has become something that I tolerate, mostly because I have to. There's actually something to look forward to every day, though. Hiromi and Miku have been better than ever, too. I think that they had their own burdens that were weighing heavily on them. And ever since we talked about it, they've been happier. They've started waiting at the front of my apartment. If I'm late, they start yelling and bashing the door. As I open the door, both of them stare at me with fury in their eyes. It's about time you got out of bed. It's time to go, Keita. Alright. I'm going. They drag me out of my home and make me march through the apartment complex. Anyway, now that you're awake, we need to talk. The cultural festival is on soon, Keita. Are you excited? I know I am. Cultural festival? I didn't know it was on. Hiromi forces her face into her palm. Oh, how could you not know it was on? People have been talking about it for weeks. Do you ever listen to anyone? Not to the teachers or the students? I guess I don't. Recalling all the other schools I've been in, I don't remember going to a culture festival. Why that's the case, I don't know. What are you looking so gloomy for, Kada? It's nothing, don't worry about me. I already know that it's not nothing. You get that look in your face when you're thinking about something unhappy? Guess she knows me better than I thought. She's right, you know. You always get a very distant look when you do that to yourself. Really, I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. Fine then? Anyway, don't you get so gloomy? There's lots of fun things to do at the cultural festival. All of the cheap snack foods, and I'm never allowed at home. I'm going to be able to eat all of them. She's drifting off into some kind of dream while she thinks about it. So delicious. So forbidden. I can barely contain myself. I need to have it now. Calm down. You shouldn't eat too much, you know. You wouldn't want to get fat and let all of your training go to waste. Who are you calling fat, Hiromi? You're the one who has more fat than me. Guys don't like too much fat. They prefer things to be smaller. Actually, that's a personal taste thing. Just commenting out there. Yo, do you want to know what the perfect body weight for the human being is? Whatever makes that person happy. Seriously, if you're comfortable being the weight you are, be the weight you are. If you want to lose a little bit, try to lose a little bit. But don't let society pressure you into thinking you have to be, size 0, whatever bollocks is. Yeah, let's face it, I reckon I could probably do with getting a bit better into shape. But I'm perfectly comfortable as I am now. Though I will freely admit, it's much easier for blokes because we don't get anywhere near the level of, crap put on us by society to be thin and be pretty and all that bollocks. Still. You're just jealous that mine are heavier than yours. I don't know what you're talking about. Both of them let out a heavy sigh. Forget I said anything? But, Kada, do you prefer bigger or smaller? Bigger or smaller what? Just answer the question, bigger or smaller? Well, people are naturally inclined to think that bigger everything's better. Bigger buildings, bigger meals, bigger homes, bigger cars. It's not that I don't like bigger things, but you can appreciate the smaller things too. Are you better off having a meal so big you can't finish it? Or a meal which is just big enough to satisfy your hunger? Both think these things are perfectly good in their own ways. You don't have to pick one or another. Both of them look back at me with shock. So, you like both kinds? Yeah, why wouldn't I? Sometimes I like a big meal that I can't finish, and other times I like a meal that's just the right size for me. Just the right size for you? There's a dazed look in their eyes. As if they can't actually handle what I just said. He does realise that they are talking about boobs, right? I mean, I figured it out 10 seconds after after I finished my last rant. But, he doesn't seem to have noticed yet. You are such a pervert. You don't discriminate at all, do you? I don't understand why I'm perverted. Oh, come on, you know exactly what we're talking about. How else could your commentary be so accurate? Yeah? I can see through your ruse quite clearly. Nope, still don't know what we're talking about. Really? I don't. Just forget it now. What are you doing for the cultural festival? I hadn't even thought about it. I was thinking about staying home. Staying home? I see an irritated twitch in Hiromi's eyebrow. It's not long before Miku speaks up. You're seriously going to waste the cultural festival and stay home? Yeah, that was the plan. No, that's not going to happen. You're going to come to the cultural festival, and if you don't, I'll knock down the apartment door if I have to. And I'll drag you to the cultural festival by your leg? Wouldn't that be painful? You're a big guy, you can take it. Probably can't, actually. Human beings are pretty fragile creatures, I'm no exception. Then you better come to the cultural festival or I'll be really angry with you. Yep, can't argue with that. Somehow I think they're completely serious about dragging me by the leg to the festival. Alright, I'll go to the cultural festival. Else I'll be dragged by my leg and have my face scrape across the ground. Good. I'd hate for you to waste it. Sam, we're going to have so much fun together. They both look really happy with the news. What do you think we should go see first? I don't know what the attractions are that they're having this year. We'll just have to see what we can find on the day. I think so. There will always be some things we can find at least. Should the swimming club do something for the cultural festival? Oh, we've been training so hard that we forgot about it. She looks really embarrassed by the situation. I guess it's too late to do anything now. Oh, hang on, I have an idea. She pulls Miku closer to her and begins whispering in her ear. And I have no idea what these two could be planning. But judging by the expression on Miku's face, she's not wholly comfortable with the plan. We're really going to do that? Yes, we're going to do that. But that's so embarrassing. But I think he'd like it. Don't you? Well, I guess if I did it right, I could make myself look really cute. She's deliberating the plan with herself. But if we get caught, oh, no one's going to be anywhere near the pool on that day. Especially since we won't be doing anything for the cultural festival. But this plan, it's so embarrassing. Poor Miku looks like she's about to faint. You don't have to if you don't want to. But you're going to do it though. And there's no way I'm backing down. Well, may the best one win then. I'll win, you'll see. It'll be even cuter than yours. What'll be even cuter? Don't listen in. It's supposed to be a surprise. Raising an accusing finger, Miku points it directly in Hiromi's face. I'll take you on, Hiromi. Responding as she always does, Hiromi keeps her calm expression and gently pushes Miku's finger out of the way. I look forward to it. Another thing to remember is that exams will be on soon. Will you be ready for that, Keita? We can always help you study if you need it. I think I'll be fine. Alright. Well, we've got something special waiting for you at the cultural festival. Try not to get too distracted. Once again, I know nothing about what they're planning. I guess I'm going to find out sooner or later. So the best thing would just be to roll with it and see what happens. Even Money says it involves low-cut outfits. You know, I don't know what they're planning, but I'm betting good odds it's going to involve either really low-cut outfits or outfits with really... Well, I was going to say with really short skirts, but given that their school skirts are like, you know, half an inch long. Seriously, it's one of those skirts where you look at it and go, I can't tell, is that a skirt or is that a belt? Things are really moving fast now. It's already time for exams. But I can't say that I'm happy now that I'm here. Despite Hiromi and Miku's best efforts, I still can't get over this apathy I have towards studying. I barely put any effort into studying the material. The swim club's the only thing that I've cared about. This may very well end up being a problem for me. Ah well, I suppose it'll be just like the rest of my exams, right? I should be able to pass with the bare minimum. When I look down at the paper, I can feel sweat going down my forehead. Just get it over with, that's all I have to do. Everything will be fine. Cultural festival's on after this, so all I have to do is pass. I can do that, right? Of course I can. As I finish my exam, relief washes over me. I think I did okay, all things considering. My teacher passes by me to collect my exam. I hope that your studies have paid off, Keita. I'm sure they have. There's something in his eye which makes me worry, though. I can't shake the feeling of dread. Oh god, what if I'm not going to pass this time? How would my dad react to that? No, it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've got to stop being cynical. I'm going to stay at this school with Hiromi and Miku, and I'm going to keep swimming. But for now, I should just leave. Outside, there's two people waiting for me. Hello, Keita. How do you think you did in the exam? Right, they must be really worried about me. It did take far shorter to finish it than I did. I think I did fine, don't worry about it. So, that means we have nothing to worry about. We better not. After what happened with our study session, I won't accept that you did anything less than your best. I did, really, I did. I'm reassuring them, but I don't know how well I actually did. My apathy towards study was especially strong this time. Keita, are you sure you did fine? Yeah, really, I'm sure. You don't sound certain about that. If you failed this exam, I'll never forgive you. It's just because it pains me to see you keep failing, not because I'm worried about you. I get it, I get it. I'm sure it's fine, let's not worry about it. Neither of them seem convinced of that. We'll see. For your sake, I hope that you did fine. After all, we did try our best to help you study. Can we forget about that, please? Forget about what, Keita? Right? Nothing happened, so therefore we can't remember it? Okay, I've got to cut this part short here, so... Or, well, you know, we're coming up to our 15-minute limit, so... Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.